All right, so a lot of people think the biggest problem that they're running into is that they just need to decrease their CPC, they need to get a cheaper cost per click, they need to do whatever they need to do, but basically they need to drive the cost of their leads down. What we've been seeing, especially recently, is you're only going to get your costs so low, right? And this is why we love the advertorial strategy. And if you look at the affiliates, like the biggest people that are running these low ticket offers, they're these low ticket products, the one thing that they're constantly doing is doing a good job of indoctrination. And the way they do that is through this little strategy. So I wanted to run through it so you guys can implement it. You can take it to your store, but you understand the roadmap, and then you also understand how to track it. Because if you can track it, it's going to make it way more valuable and way more exciting, and you're just going to be able to see the results that you get. So this is a tool called funnelytics.io. I'm a big fan of it because you can track all of your metrics in here. So anytime we do more than a funnel, like it's just a really visual, easy way to see it. And I mean, you can see the different layers. You can get all of your number layers. You can get your traffic journey. You can even get your forecast. So you can go through each one of these pieces. But basically, this is kind of the model that we've seen to work really well. That's been working for us, and we've seen it work really well for other people. So this is also why we love TikTok Shop. So you use TikTok Shop, and you get, say, 100 creators on there. You pay them $3 to $5 grand a month for all of them, right? So it can be from $50 a month to $1,500 to put them on a retainer to create 30 videos for you a month. Now, what this does is it gives you the content engine to run on Meta. So you're going to take your highest 10% performing TikTok Shop videos that are user generated. You're going to run those to an advertorial. You're also going to put them on Meta, and you're going to run them from Meta, and then Meta is going to go to the advertorial. Now, the advertorial actually has some of the top performing UGC videos baked into it, because if you already have the assets, you might as well leverage them. So you're going to continue to improve social proof, right? Because UGC is kind of positioned as a testimonial. So when you put it on an advertorial, it works really well as more social proof. And then down here where I say watch video, this is like a 3-minute to 5-minute video sales letter that's actually run on platform. So I have it, or it's showing that it's running on Facebook or YouTube, but in reality, we run these on Meta. I just wanted to differentiate the icon. So you're going to run that 3 to 5 minute video sales letter on Meta. The cool thing with this is you can actually chop it up in more ways than you can chop up user generated content. So one piece of user generated content with 3 different hooks is probably only going to give you about 3 pieces of content. A 3 to 5 minute VSL with 3 different hooks can give you 9 to 12 to 15 different pieces of content. Then when you start to mix and match that with the UGC that's created from TikTok Shop, you create this really unique flywheel. So by having the TikTok Shop videos, you're going to create your entire creative engine, right? Then you're going to have your social proof on your advertorial. And the cool thing with the mini VSL is you've actually indoctrinated them a lot more. Now that indoctrination is going to lead them to the advertorial to give them even more info, because the goal here isn't necessarily to increase conversion rates, but it's to increase the average order value. Because if you can increase the average order value, you can pay more for your traffic. And the more you can pay for your traffic, the better off you're going to be. You're going to have a higher return on ad spend. You're going to be able to get a better customer. You're going to be able to target people that have more money, and you're going to be able to actually profitably run ad spend, and not just at like a 1.2 ROAS, but 1.4 or 2, 3, whatever. And the better indoctrination system you have, as long as it's entertaining and engaging, the better off your average order value is going to be. So then you kind of have 2 different traffic places you can run. You can take them from the advertorial to the store home or to the product page. I personally like the product page because if you position the advertorial specifically around a product, it's going to be a little bit more targeted. If you're going to go with a general advertorial, then you can go to the store home. Either way, you can also do 2 advertorials, one general, one specific. Go store home or product page. Then store home goes to product page goes to checkout. And now here's like if you're not doing these one-click upsells, if you're not doing something on the back end for a bundle, because what you should be doing in these videos right here, and what you should be doing in the advertorial, and what you should be doing in your user-generated content, when they're shooting these videos, they should have 3 of whatever product you have to sell. Because just by positioning it that way, like this, you'll see this with a lot of affiliates, is they have 6 bottles. 6 bottles seems to be the sweet spot in affiliates for some reason. But they take these 6 bottles, and you see it so many times that you're like, oh, I gotta have 6 bottles. I gotta have 6 bottles, which is how affiliates can pay so much for their traffic. So show more product in these videos, because when you show more, it's going to inspire people to buy more. then the advertorial should have product stacked pictures. So it shouldn't just be like one person holding one bag of your collagen. It should be one person holding 6 bags of your collagen. I'm so glad I got this collagen because I'm never gonna run out for the next 6 months. The results are amazing, and because they're blowing up on TikTok Shop, it's so hard to get these things. So now I just have an endless supply, and I know I'm not gonna run out, and I'm always gonna have what I need, right? Now when they go to the product page, you can do the same thing, and you show these as bundles as 3 to 6 products. Then when they go to the checkout, they're probably gonna buy more than one because they haven't been trained in their brain to only buy one, and one's the necessity, right? So through this entire process, we've gone from probably a 1 purchase sale to a 3 to 4 to 5, and your average order value's gone up, your lifetime value's gone up, your return on ad spend's gone up. And even if your CPA's gone up, that's okay, because as long as your CPA goes up higher than your CPA, then you're fine, right? You're like, as long as it's under your AOV, then you're gonna be fine. So then they go to the purchase, and then you want to hit them with one more upsell. Hey, I noticed you only got 2, but everybody's showing 6, so you might want to get 6. Or hey, this bundles really well. Because the biggest time for someone to buy more of something is right when they check out. Like, I always buy shit right at the register, right before I'm about to check out at the grocery store or at any store. Like, they obviously position those things really well. Even if it's just something small, it can be like a little container for your supplements, like a little daily, whatever it is, you're gonna continue to increase that average order value. And remember, whatever you're showing in the upsell should also be positioned throughout the advertorial, throughout the mini VSL, throughout the whole thing, to get in their psychological mind that they need this thing to make the product more effective. And then you go to your thank you page. Or if you go check out to abandoned cart, we've talked about this a couple times, you go to the abandoned cart callback. Now, a virtual assistant for $5 an hour can literally handle this call. Just make sure they speak good English, go to Upwork, hire someone to do these callbacks, make sure they're getting notified the moment somebody abandons the cart. Right when they abandon the cart, calls them, hey Max, this is Jeff. I noticed that you left this in the cart, and I just want to make sure, like, our dev team was working on the cart at that time. The cart, actually, we had a development issue, and I just wanted to give you a call back. They just let me know that someone tried to purchase in the middle of them doing this, and here's a 10% discount code, and the code is CartFix. Am I cool to process a MasterCard ending in 3362? Yes, okay, great. And if not, no problem, totally understand, just curious, what made you decide you didn't want it? Boom, instant customer feedback. Now get those calls recorded, get those calls sent back to you, start addressing those objections on the checkout page, right? You'll see your conversion rate on your checkout page go way up. And then if they still don't want it, or if they don't answer, you hit them with an email and an SMS, send them back to checkout. Remember, hey, running low, stock's running low, or hey, the email is, hey, our cart was broken. Here is a 10% discount code, CartFix. Then you send them to the purchase, and then they go back to the upsell and the thank you page. This little formula will literally skyrocket your average order value. It will make running ads so much easier, and you won't be competing in this small little bundle, this small tight fucking pool of like the cheapest people you can find, because the least expensive people you find are probably gonna buy the least amount of your shit. So be able to spend more, acquire the best customers. Now you have a list of customers who are spending a ton of money with you, and boom. You've just increased your average order value, you've increased your return on ad spend, you've created an entire content engine. This stack is one of the best stacks to go through. And if you're like, I don't really want to set this up, just set it up one time and track it, because when you track it and you watch your return on ad spend go up, when you watch your AOV go up, you're gonna become obsessed. You're gonna be addicted to it, and you're gonna be like, oh man, what tweak can I make here? What tweak can I make there? Anyways, follow this process. I will share this little board below the video. I hope this is super helpful.